Iyama Yuta was born on May 24, 1989, in Japan, a country with a rich cultural and intellectual tradition in the game of Go. He grew up in a family that valued education and intellectual pursuits, and it wasn't long before Iyama showed a keen interest in strategy-based games. Go, with its deep complexity and endless possibilities, quickly became his passion. He was introduced to the game at a very young age, and his aptitude for Go was apparent even in his early years. At the age of 6, Iyama began his formal Go training at a local Go school. His early years of study were marked by rapid progress, and it didn't take long before he surpassed the level of most of his peers. His sharp intuition, ability to read the board, and strategic thinking helped him rise quickly through the ranks. At just 10 years old, Iyama became a one-dan professional player, a rare achievement for someone so young. His dedication and natural talent stood out in a country where Go is both a cultural treasure and an intensely competitive sport. By the time he reached his teenage years, Iyama had already earned the respect of Japan's Go community. His rise to 4-dan at the age of 13 was a remarkable feat and underscored his growing prominence in the world of Go. At a time when most young players were still learning the game's fundamentals, Iyama had begun to develop a style that blended both classic strategy and a forward-thinking approach to the game. This combination of traditional study with creative experimentation would become a hallmark of his career. Career peak and major achievements. Iyama Yuta's professional career truly began to take shape when, in 2007, at the age of 18, he won the Japanese Honenbo title for the first time. This victory marked the beginning of his rise to prominence in the professional Go world, as the Honenbo title is one of the most prestigious championships in Japan. At the time, his win was a breakthrough, and it firmly established him as one of the top players in the country. From that moment onward, Iyama began accumulating major titles at a rapid pace. His triumphs in the Japanese Go Championship, Meijin, and Kisei tournaments were particularly noteworthy. In 2008, just a year after his Honenbo victory, Iyama captured the Meijin title, another of Japan's 4 major titles. The Meijin is considered one of the most prestigious and challenging titles in the Go world, and his success in this event demonstrated his ability to compete at the highest level. His precise and analytical playing style, combined with his ability to stay calm under pressure, made him an exceptional competitor in the event. In the following years, Iyama continued to build his legacy in Japanese Go. In 2010, he won the Kisei title, completing a career Grand Slam by capturing 3 of Japan's top 4 major titles: the Honenbo, Meijin, and Kisei. This was an extraordinary accomplishment for someone so young, and it solidified Iyama as the dominant force in Japanese Go. His reign over the Honenbo title continued for several years, with him successfully defending the title from 2009 to 2014, an unprecedented achievement in recent history. By this point, Iyama was considered the best player in Japan. One of Iyama's defining characteristics was his ability to maintain his composure under extreme pressure. His calm and methodical approach to the game made him a reliable and consistent performer in tournaments. He was known for his deep reading of the board and for the flexibility of his strategies. His opponents often praised his ability to stay focused, even in complicated or seemingly lost situations, and turn the game around with subtle yet powerful moves. Iyama's signature style combined calculated positional judgment with the precise execution of complex endgames. In 2016, Iyama achieved another milestone when he became the first player in Japanese Go history to hold all 4 major titles simultaneously, a feat known as the Iyama era. This remarkable achievement signified his unparalleled dominance in the world of Japanese Go. No other player in recent history had been able to achieve such a feat, and Iyama's reign as the top player in Japan continued until 2018. His consistent success in multiple tournaments and championships made him the undisputed face of Japanese Go during this period. International success and recognition. While Iyama Yuta's success within Japan was well documented and highly celebrated, his contributions to Go went beyond the national stage. He began competing more frequently in international competitions, where his expertise was met with fierce competition. His performances in international tournaments helped raise Japan's profile in the Go world, as well as solidified his place as one of the top players on the global stage. Iyama's matches against top players from countries such as South Korea and China were widely watched and analyzed by Go enthusiasts. His encounters with players like Lee Sedol, Park Jung-hwan, and Chen Yaoye were considered some of the most intense and high-level Go games of the 2010s. These international games often highlighted the difference between the traditional Japanese style of play and the more aggressive, modern strategies employed by players from South Korea and China. His consistent participation in prestigious international events like the LG Cup, Samsung Cup, and Bailing Cup helped cement his position as a world-class player. Although Iyama did not always secure victory in these competitions, his skill and adaptability in facing diverse playing styles from across Asia earned him widespread recognition. He was particularly known for his ability to make creative moves and to navigate through complex situations with a deep understanding of both the tactical and strategic aspects of the game. In 2017, Iyama made history by becoming the first Japanese player to win the World Go Championship since Han Naoki in 2005. This victory was significant for several reasons. It reaffirmed Japan's place in the global Go community, which had seen players from China and South Korea dominate for several years. Additionally, it was a testament to Iyama's exceptional talent and his ability to hold his own against the best players from other countries. Despite facing strong competition from younger players such as Shin Jin-seo of South Korea and KG of China, Iyama continued to remain relevant on the international stage well into the latter half of his career. His achievements during this period not only demonstrated his adaptability but also his determination to maintain Japan's competitive edge in a game that was increasingly dominated by players from China and South Korea. Later years and legacy. As Iyama approached his 30s, his place at the top of the Go world was well established, but the emergence of younger, highly skilled players started to present new challenges. Despite these new competitors, Iyama's approach to the game remained steadfast. His innovative strategies, calm demeanor, and unshakable focus remained his greatest strengths as he continued to compete in major tournaments across Japan and internationally. In 2020, Iyama began to transition away from the peak of his career, slowly conceding his major titles to the next generation of Go players, including Shin Jin-seo and KG. However, his influence within the Go community continued to resonate, as he became a key figure in promoting the game to younger players and helping to shape the future of Go in Japan. His mentorship and commitment to the game's legacy made him a respected figure both in the professional Go world and in Japan's broader cultural landscape. Despite the rise of new champions, Iyama's legacy in Japanese Go is firmly secured. His reign as the Honinbo, Meijin, and Kisi champion for extended periods, along with his innovative style and intellectual rigor, has set new standards for future generations of Go players. Many consider Iyama one of the greatest Go players of the 21st century, with his career serving as a blueprint for success in the highly competitive world of professional Go. In his later years, Iyama has increasingly shifted his focus to teaching and mentoring younger Go players. His extensive experience, deep understanding of the game, and respect for the traditional values of Go have made him a respected teacher. He is often invited to give lectures and share his insights into the game, inspiring the next generation of Go players to take up the mantle and continue the tradition of excellence that he has established.